If you've invested in stocks, you know that there are many stocks to look out for upcoming in 2020. There were a lot of good stocks this year and a lot of bad ones. The good mainly actually outweighed the bad for the first time in a while this year, but nonetheless, investing in stocks is very risky because one day you could be up $100, and then the next day you could be down $200. So it's very iffy. You got to make sure you have total faith in the money you're putting in. But we're going to actually be looking at today some of the stocks you should be looking for in the year 2020. What's going on, guys? JT here with The Wealthy, coming at you with another video. Make sure before the video loads up to smack a huge thumbs up on it. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, make sure to subscribe. Also, let us know in the comment section down below if you did subscribe. That way you could be entered in our monthly subscriber giveaway, where we shout out one lucky subscriber who comments down below saying they subscribe and turns our notification bell on. Now, guys, let's get into the 10 stocks to look for in the year 2020. At our first stock, we have AB InBev. AB InBev has grown via deal making for years, accumulating $108 billion in net debt along the way. It will use cash flow to cut that burden in half over the next 4 years and probably abstain from the acquisitions. Meanwhile, rivals will continue to consolidate the beer industry as new markets open up in Asia. Don't be shocked if ABI puts its non-alcoholic assets up for sale. Its estimated sales and growth is 1%, estimated EPS growth is 20.9%, its total assets is $237.40 billion, its 12-month sales is $56.43 billion, its 1-year total return is negative 37.3%, and its female board membership is 13.3%. Pretty impressive. Here we have Anthem, the American health insurer. Under the first-year CEO Gail Brodero, finds itself playing catch-up following the recently approved acquisition by Aetna by CVS for the pending. Its also estimated great sales growth is 6.4%, estimated EPS growth 22.4%, total assets $74.37 billion, 12-month sales $86.6 billion, which is crazy to me. 1 year's total return is 33.4%, which is good. Its female board membership, although it's been started by a female, is 40%, which is great. Sigma Express Scripts deal, but it actually rolls its own pharmacy benefit manager in 2019 and is looking to bulk up with an acquisition in the year 2020. Here we have a popular one, Barclays. If you've ever been to the Barclays Center in New York, it's founded by CEO Jess Staley and is still standing after a period of layoffs, legal challenges, and a $2 billion settlement with the U.S. Department of Justice. The bank's recent return to profitability may persuade investors to take another look. After all, based on its price-earning ratios, it's one of Europe's very cheapest banks. Its estimated sales growth is 0.8%, estimated EPS growth is 8.3%, total assets is $1.52 trillion, its 12-month sales is $28.48 billion, 1-year return negative 8.8%, and its female board membership is 26.7%. Its price-earnings ratio of European banks is actually not that bad compared to a lot of the popular ones like Deutsche Bank, HSBC, UBS Group, Credit Suisse, Banco Santander, and Barclays and BNP Paribas. Barclays is a 7.7, the fourth lowest, which isn't entirely bad. Here we have Bausch, the drug maker and formerly known as Valeant, has a shot at making 2019 a banner year. Lucrative dermatology products are nearing Food and Drug Administration approval, debt concerns are fading, and there's significant sales growth among its gastrointestinal products, led by irritable bowel syndrome drug, Xifaxan. The estimated sales growth is negative 1.3%, the estimated EPS growth is 9%, total assets is $34.45 billion, 12-month sales is $8.51 billion, 1-year total return is 95.9%, and its female board membership is 18.2%. Here we have Boxton Properties. We will see a cash flow soar as tenants move into Skyline dominating and mostly fully leased Salesforce Tower in San Francisco. It should rise as the further vacant Midtown properties on New York City's west side and the estimated Manhattan office spaces welcome new occupants in the opportunity of growing an FFOPS growth in US dollars rather than the EPS growth. Its estimated sales growth, these are very good numbers, but it's 4.9%. The estimated EPS growth is 9.3%. Its total assets is $19.96 billion. Its 12-month sales is $2.64 billion. Its 1-year total return is 2.4%, and its female board membership is 27.3%. This stock right here is set for a huge year in 2020 because the stocks are meant to grow because the properties are expanding and the availability of the storage spaces where people can start their businesses, maybe even start homes up, families, are growing exponentially. And this is why this type of stock will never really die, but if it gets up very, very high in the stock market, it could replenish or plummet, but it's also never going to completely plummet and actually go bankrupt. So that's what's nice about these property stocks. Here we have Canopy Growth. The world's largest cannabis producer benefits from fast other markets, including Spain, Denmark, and Australia. Its emerging global demand for legal cannabis-based products for partnership with alcoholic beverage company Constellation, both medical and recreational use. The Canadian company, which brands give it an advantage over rivals, operates in 11 countries and is expanding in Germany and may enter new and improved deals. Its estimated sales growth is the highest on this chart at 556.7%. Its estimated EPS growth is 87.3%. Total assets $1.61 billion. 12-month sales return is $69.21 million. 1-year total return is 194.4%, and its female board membership is 14.3%. The reason why Canopy Growth is going to be a huge stock and probably the biggest one ever in U.S. history is because the weed industry is growing. It's getting way bigger than it once was, and it's making sure that they also push their product all over the world because weed is becoming legal every day in the U.S., and in 5 years it's probably going to be legal in the whole United States. Government's going to be allowed to use it. It's just overall changing how we look at, smoking weed, pretty much using weed, how we ultimately use these CBC products, all these THC products, whatever the case may be. This is a huge industry that we've been missing out on for years. And the reason that it's going to keep growing is because you can make so much money with this industry. It's not even funny. That's why these stocks are going to be a must invest in for people in the future. Guys, this is JT with The Wealthy. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, see you guys later.